Good morning. Happy Friday. I can't believe we made it to the end of the week. Yeehaw. How y'all doing this Friday? August 30th, 2024. Wolfram, I ain't seen you in a while, honey. How are you? Wipes his paws, looks in and howls. I love that. So, how are y'all doing? I am really glad it's Friday. I had a pretty busy week. Still messing with my logo. You see it on my avatar there, but I paid extra money for a CVG file that I was told was for the embroidery in, and when we tried to put it on a hat, it didn't want to go on very well. We did put a logo on a hat, but it wasn't the one that was specifically for embroidery in. Now it's going to be embroidered on there, but the logo we used wasn't the embroidery. So I don't know. Joey was going to call and try to figure that out with the company. I hope he gets it figured out, because what a pain in the ass. I don't envy him having to deal with all that shit. I'll be listening in the background, drying and canning tomatoes today. Oh my gosh. I love you, Mishka. I have been going through these books. Matter of fact, it's kind of stalled me from doing a lot of other stuff I should have been doing. And I really cannot wait. Here's the problem that I'm seeing is, if I save seeds that are already fucked up, there's really no sense of saving the seeds, correct? Wolfie, thank you, sweetheart. Wolfie's on it. Oh, where the hell did that go? Okay. Sorry, I clicked on something I shouldn't have. Okay. So, Mishka, yes, I'm very excited about these books. But it is the question that I do have regarding, like, I got to find a place where I can get good seeds to begin with and then go from there. You got to be whoever you get them from, you got to be able to trust them. And that kind of there is the problem. But we'll get that worked out, right? Mishka she'll inform me about all that, I'm sure of it. Oilers. Good morning.
And I got my cup of coffee, by the way.
You got your cup of coffee. You're ready to go. Me too.
Yeah, gonna be a busy day, a busy night. I think probably I'll be, taking some photos, doing some live streaming.
Fun. I suppose I should say hi to everybody, huh? I didn't do that yet. Suzanne won the booby prizes today. Suzanne, I don't believe you've won the boob yet, so you are the lucky winner of one boob. Just think, if you come back on Tuesday, you could very well win your other boob. It's, quite a combo. So anyways, Suzanne wins the booby prize. These are all these are imaginary boobies. So if I give you one, hell, you can imagine the other one. So, well, even if I give you one, you got to imagine that one. So,
oh, is this your son, or is this a troll? Their Gutter's girl favorite son.
That is my son.
Did
he just come in?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
No
that is
giveaway
Matt.
boobs, Mom.
Don't be giving away boobs. Matt. I know. No giving away boobs. Yep, that's Matt.
She's got spare ones. They're in the freezer. She's got ones that are in the freezer. They can go. They're outdated.
That's funny. I'm so glad he came up. Let me give you a wrench,
by the way.
Matt.
I have 3 trolls, by the way. They're Gutters. I learned that on,
you do?
Yeah, on another channel there. We were on on Mel's channel there, and 3 trolls there that kept trolling me, and I thought perfect because that's what's going to make me famous. I thought hope I brushed off well, and anyways,
I
good,
guess
yeah,
I guess I should make sure that this is Matthew before I give him a managing mod, huh? You think?
I would
Is
maybe text him
that
and say, hey, is that you or
is that you? Watch now somebody stole this phone and they're like, "Yes, it is." I'm pretty sure it's him.
hey
It's
Tim.
me, mom. Yeah.
Okay, well, anyone could say it's me, mom. So just
I'm still waiting. Yeah, he said. Okay. So you're now a managing mod. Just don't be kicking none of my people off unless they start becoming extreme dicks, and then you can rip them new assholes. Go
good
ahead.
to meet you there,
Uh,
Matt. You got a great mom, by the way.
that's my baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that the
And
one with
he's
the
like, oh,
grandson? Is that the one with the grandson?
no, nope. This one is the one that's
Hey, Suzanne.
pretty white and 30. He's only 9 years younger than I am. I mean, I don't know how we're gonna do this in another 9 years. In fact, my daughter is like, she's like knocking on my 39. She's like right there.
And your birthday.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be in trouble. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm starting to think that maybe I need to like make an older age so then they go, wow, you look really good for your age, instead
Your
because
your kids are catching
we're
on. Your kids are catching on soon. They're gonna get the hint that you're still 39 and holding, and you're gonna get cards saying you're 39 and holding, soon.
Yeah. Well, and I thought maybe I should like just change it to 69 and then everybody would be like, wow, you are extremely good looking for 69. I mean, I just think that might be the better option. So that's cool. Glad to see you here, Matt. I'd call him by our family name that we call him, but then he'd get all pissed off and leave. So I better not do that.
Just
Hey, Chef,
say
I think I seen where Chef said he's out mowing.
just call him Gutter's son 1, and then Gutter's son 2 comes in there, and just call
Well, then I'd probably get Matt beat up because then the first son would be like, "No, no, 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 I am number 1. Trust me to be a." What you
yeah,
know
well,
what?
he didn't
Here's
come
the
in
thing is
chat. He didn't come in chat,
Matt
so
that's
he
right,
lose
Matt
face.
is the favorite son because he's here. I mean, let's be honest.
That's right.
You can give me all the grandkids you want, but if you can't be here for me, then come on. How can I make you my favorite son?
Well, you just give him some allowance. That's all. Just give
Oh,
him 500. Yeah,
now he
he's
says
got
he's gotta
just
go.
pop it. Yeah, but no, it's good. He at least he made a presence and decided to
He
come and say
did. No,
hello.
well,
That's
now
nice.
he's gotta go, like, I don't know, probably work out or something. Is that
Well,
what you're
well
gonna
maybe
do, Matt?
does $500 help him? I wonder. Give him a little bit of allowance there.
I ain't giving him money. He can give me money. Give me money, Matt. I ain't
Oh
giving you
my
money.
goodness.
You have fun, Matt. I hope you have a
Be
good
a
day. You know
be a
where we
good
live.
Gutter's pub girl and give and give your son $500 there to have
Yeah,
some
no,
fun.
no. If
No,
you were a really good panel guest, you would give him $500, Oilers.
you know what? If I
Now
had
he's
if
speaking.
I had the money, I would absolutely. If
I
I
would
had the
kick your
money,
ass if you
absolutely.
did, so don't be doing that.
Why? No, no. If I did, I absolutely would, because I mean,
I'm sure you would, but don't you dare.
he seems like a good
Hmm.
kid. Seems like a good son.
Oh, he is a good kid. He is a good kid, and he's a good-looking kid too. That's why I have to keep beating all the winches off of him because
Well,
I
that's a
have to
good
find the
thing,
right one. I have to find the right one for him.
And not Jehovah
I'm
Witness,
not.
okay?
Oh, you are.
No, I said, and not a Jehovah Witness one.
Oh, well, it means I don't have to buy no presents for her. Trust me, I go all out for Christmas. So if I didn't have to buy her presents, I'd probably be okay with that. No, I there is
No.
certain religions that I wouldn't want him bringing home, but, um, I J-Dub wouldn't bother me as bad as some of them other ones. It some of them, 'em I'd be like, yeah, no." I
What
still
about
haven't said
Catholic?
hi to everybody. I already have Catholic. I was born Catholic and ended up I'm recovering, obviously, but my son married into Catholic and is now a full-fledged Catholic, drinking the water, all the things. Not Matt, not Matt. Sean is the Catholic. Okay, so let's go back up here because again, I went squirrel. So Chef's mode
Okay.
is on, and Kai said it is 4 o'clock New Zealand time. Holy Mother of Mercy, and here she is having coffee with us.
Hi, Kai. Welcome to coffee.
That's just insane, honey. There's dedication for you. Glad you're here, sweetheart. And Mishka. Mishka is, what did she say she was doing? She's canning
Oh,
tomatoes.
ooh.
Yummy. And Wolfram is busy making sure that all of my stuff is in and your stuff. Look at that. Wolfram even got your stuff put in there, Oilers.
Me? Really?
Yeah,
Where's Wolf from? Does he? Really?
right?
Aw. Thank you very much there, Wolf from.
Like,
I don't know if
I'm
he's been
telling
over into my channel or subbed up at all there, but yeah, thank you very much, guys. Very excited.
Wolfram
Uh,
is an extreme like he's
aw,
just
that's
quite
awesome.
the mod. And yes, squirrel. I go squirrel all the time. Hi Ty, how are you? See, I'm did skipped over tons of people. Let's go back here. It's Matt's fault. I blame Matt. He got me distracted. I'm not used to seeing my family on YouTube. James, how are you? Oiler Friends belly button. Just here to see Oiler Friends belly button. Why does he want to see your belly button? Have you been
I
showing
don't
off
know.
your belly button?
No, I have not at all.
No, I
Believe
have
me.
not at all. He looks at it
Jeez.
like he wanted to see if it was still there. GMO seeds are sterile. Needs to get heirloom seeds. These are the closest natural seeds, even better than organic seeds. Okay, so heirloom is what I'm looking for. You're gonna have to tell me that like 900 times, Mishka, but I won't buy them till I talk to you anyway. So, Inya, what's up, darling? Glad to see you. So, I don't know if
So
anybody else, um, my Shelly buddies, did anybody else? Did she stop her memberships? Is that what she's done? Because I seen that I got a reimbursement for my membership, which I was like, no, why is she kicking me out? But I'm sure that's what it is. I'm sure she's just stopped all memberships because I didn't see it on the button on her channel. And I'm talking about talking trash and truths. Um, she is awesome. We love her to pieces. She has a great channel, and y'all ought to sub up to her. But anyways, I think she stopped her memberships. I think she still has super chats, but she stopped her memberships.
I just
So
want to
hey,
say, Wolfram, I just subbed up with 3 of my channels there, and so all 3 of my channels. So you got 3 more people to add to your pile of subscribers there. And I hate the bell button, by the way. So
and the bell
yes,
button.
I made
Why,
sure.
thank you, Oilers. Who else do we got? Who
That
else
was
did I see
very,
just
very nice. That was very nice of Wolfram to post um my links. So
Wolfram
yeah.
is always on the links. I'm telling you, like
Yeah, but how does he know? How does he knew all my channels? For God's sake, I don't know. Like, oh my God,
goes and
that's pretty
looks,
scary.
goes and
That's
looks.
awesome. Well, that's fine.
Hey,
He deserves
Wolfram,
then. He
Wolfram is on
deserves.
it.
He deserves then some people. Yeah. Okay, we got another one here. I got to go into your chat and who's this one here?
Oh, thank you, Suzanne. Check out yes,
I
T3.
I
She
did.
is awesome.
I'm already subbed to her
Yeah, I'll bet you are. Let's see. Okay,
because
who
you
else?
told me to, or you wouldn't let me up.
That's right. You sub to her or else. Joey, what's up? Joey, we'll visit later, hopefully today, if you have time and I have time. I mean, I know it's asking for a lot, but we need to connect again. Just regarding, I need to figure out if you talked about that logo to the company so that I can get back to the logo people and tell them whether that is going to work or not. Because if it's not, they're either going to reimburse me or they're going to fix it. So one or the other. Especially for $50 for one fucking logo. And I mean, not, I already paid $100 for the logos, but then for this embroidery one, it was $50. I'm like, geez, you guys are just, that's highway robbery.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt, if you left, honey, I'm just telling you I love you. Goodbye. I already told him I loved him, I think, on to my text, but Jimmy, how are you?
And I just posted my Discord group for people to join if they are looking for something there. We've got a great group of people, so feel free. Doesn't cost anything.
And Miss Mouse is in the house.
Is she coming up, Mouse?
I'm sure she has a link, so she knows she is. Welcome. If I send you a link, you're welcome to come on up. Joey. Hell
Joey.
no, my happy ass forgot all about that gutter. Jesus, getting old sucks. Okay.
I like Joey. He's awesome. He's good stuff there.
Okay, Joey. I'll prod you. No problem. Bend over. I got the prod ready. Careful. That he probably would like that. I bet I shouldn't say that. I mean, old people are a bit sick. I mean, that's why we're all here, right?
No.
You're not old though, Oilers. You're like the young pup of the group, I think.
No, I'm 39 actually. Believe
You're
it or not. Seriously, I
young.
was born in
Why do you think
85.
I say I'm 39? You think I'm saying 39 because I want to be old? That's fucking young. 39 is young.
No, it is not. It's old as cheese, all right?
It's not. No.
It's
No, no, no,
terrible.
no.
It's terrible.
You ain't molding yet.
I'm not blue cheese yet.
Yeah, that's right. You ain't got the stank on it yet.
Then fine, I'll give you that Huck Tua thing.
That's right. Taboo pegging. You're so gross. See, Joey was like, yeah, fucking sicko. So yeah, what do we know? I know the Venezuelan gangs down here are just having a heyday in the US.
Why? What happened?
Well, they're tearing shit up. They have went into Aurora. Well, Colorado's a big one that they've gone into. Denver, of course, the Denver mayor likes to deny it and say, "No, no, we don't got any here. They ain't done nothing wrong here. They're just doing all that in Aurora." So in Aurora, they have taken over a couple apartment complexes. And they literally have come in and they either take their money so that you give us your rent money or you get the hell out. And so they're going door by door with guns. And these are men and women. I mean, I literally seen women standing behind these men going, "Yep, I'm ready." And I and then they once they get into the apartment complex and they bang on the doors and they get them to open the door, they either give money or they get the hell out and then they take over them. And the cops aren't doing anything about it. Oh, there's nothing we can do. Yep. See, Ty said he read about Aurora. Yeah, that it's just crazy. I think it's really crazy. Well, I haven't heard anything about T3 returning subs. It might be YouTube doing YouTube shenanigans again. Well, fucking call me too, but I wouldn't put it past him. But the thing about it is her membership tab is gone. It's not even, she don't even got a membership tab. Now she's only got super chats. Mouse.
Good morning.
How are ya?
Oh, it's been a crazy morning around here.
Yeah, oh, well, duh. I mean, if you
Is
have a
that a
family, it's bound to be crazy. That's just the way that it's a given, isn't it? At least it is mine.
We had a meteor hit last night. Like for like 3 counties, it lit up the sky, and everybody's scrambling to find out where it hit. Nobody knows where it hit. Nobody's reported it's hit like their car, or their porch, or anything.
Makes you wonder, huh? Hmm. I wonder where it did hit.
It was somewhere around in my county, but I can't find nobody that's jumped up and said it's in my yard.
Right. Yeah, it's in my back 40. It always seems to land out in a field somewhere, some old
Yeah,
farmer finds it 10 years later.
yeah. And there's too much greenery and woods and terrain.
But it's
I don't know if we'll
amazing because
ever
they
find
can
it.
find all of us. I
I
mean, they can
know.
from, a fucking satellite that's sitting on Mars, but they can't find this meteor.
Yeah,
Did you get did you get a sonic boom?
we did. We
I
did
asked.
out in
Oh,
this end of the county. Everybody heard the boom, but in the surrounding counties, everybody's security camera picked up the glow. Like it
oh.
turned to daylight. That's how bright it was, and it's shooting across the sky.
Do you know how many times we'll have one of those transformers go off? And I shit you not. We have I don't know, a transformer farm down here,
Yeah.
not very far from us. And when those sons of bitches blow, it literally lights up the whole sky and it makes a sound like, you know,
Yep.
uh, the the sun just crashed into earth. That it's that loud. Good morning, Chaz. It's incredible how loud it is. And it's done it we've had probably well, I assume that's what they are. Nobody's ever said that it's actual transformers blowing up, but we've had probably one night we had well, in 1 week, we probably had 3 in a row, like one on
Wow.
one night, and then one the next night, and then one, like, 2 nights later.
Oh, hi, mouse. Sorry, I was
Hey, how are
doing
you
something.
doing?
I was
It's
just
fine.
printing something off there. Yeah.
You got blurry.
Yeah, I know. It's this stupid bloody webcam thing. It's supposed to be I think because I don't have the light on and I don't know why. It's
Usually, on those kind of cams, to focus it, you gotta twist the frame of the camera one way or the other. But it looks good now.
really
It looks fine
Now it's
now.
looking good.
Yeah, you can adjust your cameras, guys. Some of those cameras that like are external cameras,
I think I
the
gotta get a
lens
new
will
one.
turn. The
I think I
lens
gotta
will
get a new one, a better one there. And so I'm probably when I get back from my trip there, or if I'm down there, I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna say, I need a good webcam. This is what I have. It blurs in and out, and it's the shits. Can you help me out?
I know what I was gonna ask you guys. So, the last couple times when I have started StreamYard, it has said let me find I took a picture of it so I could read it. It says
1080p.
no, record separate audio and video files on each user's device. Even if someone has a weak connection, the recordings won't be blurry and choppy. Useful if you need to do post-production editing. We'll also still create a cloud recording. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? I mean, they already
they think
recorded.
we're putting way more work into this than we are, huh?
Well, this has been blurring long before this. This has been happened since May, so I don't know.
Is it an
Uh,
external?
no, it's a webcam. So I mean, it's a Logitech there, and it's one of the
Okay,
one of
yeah,
the
the
top three
Logitech
ones.
2 will do that. If you'll like turn the loop or like the ring around the camera, there's a little ring and it'll move
No, there
side
isn't.
to side.
Not
Really?
mine. Not mine.
Wow, most Logitechs are. You can
No,
swivel the camera around and it'll
mine is big and
mess with the.
hunking and wide and so.
Whoa! Listen to what Kai says. She said, "We had a sonic boom 20 years ago. I was in a soundproof room with a group of people and we all heard it loudly. My kids' pet mice died and everyone's pet rabbits also died too."
Wow.
Holy shit.
That's insane.
No, the boom we heard was it hitting the ground somewhere out towards here because we all felt our houses rumble when it did it.
Well, I wish they'd do one of those booms over here and get rid of all these rats that the neighbors keep trying to feed. We just put poison all the way around our house. They're like, "Yep, come on. Come over here, eat this."
There you go.
And if your cat happens to get into it, sorry. sorry. But I'm done. I'm not
I'm glad
not
to
having
say
rats
that
in the house.
this mouse survived whatever sonic boom it was. I'm good. Mark me safe.
Well, either that or it made them bigger and now they're going to carry your ass off next week.
That's probably true too. It'll come in bigger
Be
than my
opening the
cat.
door,
Like,
coming in for dinner.
whoa. Yep. That's possible too.
Yeah, I'm definitely not that whole. We fed the squirrels for a while, and then the only time we'd feed them was during the day, and then we'd bring the little food dish in, and I tried to
Yeah.
clean up the nuts and stuff around. That way, it wasn't bringing in any other weird animals because the thought of rats and mice, and it's just like, oh,
It's the raccoons that'll sabotage it.
yeah. Well, I have a picture of about 5 raccoons up in our tree long before
Oh
it
my
got
god.
cut down. 5 of them little fuckers. Now, it was cute as hell because it was at night, and when I took the picture, all their little eyes glowed. Oh my gosh, it was the cutest picture ever. But
They wreak havoc on our bird feeders and squirrel feeders because they're like the only creature out there that can screw and unscrew shit.
well, and they shit human turds. I mean, it's like for some reason they thought that in between our houses was like the spot to shit. And we would catch, I mean, it was like, what is that? Is that a turd? And then realizing that's raccoon turds.
You are the raccoon porta potty.
Right?
Wow.
Look at that. Wolfram posted you too. Thank you, Wolfram.
Thank you, Wilfred. No, we got like ours are like a breed of their own. They give no fucks out here. Absolutely none. You can be screaming, "Hey, no, don't go into the bottom of my house. No, no." And they will look at you like, "What are you gonna do?" And they will walk in anyway.
It's like the Venezuelans in Colorado. They just walk in anyway.
And no hable anglais, whatever, you crazy old lady. I'm going about my way. Like, you don't scare them at all. You can't deter these guys at all. You find them on the porch and you're like, "Shoo, shoo, get
Shit.
down."
They've got one of your plates and a fork in their hand going, "Is it time yet? Did you
They're
have
like-
dinner?"
They'll look at you like, "Give me a minute. I'm almost done here."
That's right.
Like,
Where's
no, get.
like, "Lady, one more bite. Wait."
And they just look at you like, "Oh, that crazy old lady. I ain't listening to you." They give them no fucks. And they don't.
I can't. There we've got 2 neighbors that feed ducks, and I'm not kidding you. We have an actual runway where the ducks fly in, and they fly in between our houses, and they end up landing about basically where the first feeder is, and then they walk across the street to the other feeder and chow down on that one. Of course, they fight and argue with the squirrels over it, and it's like, I can't. Like Mrs. The Vicks, and they have their little wildlife cam, whatever
Yeah,
what do they call
webcam,
that?
yeah.
Okay.
Critter cam, yeah.
It is the cutest little thing, but the thought of raccoons and mice or anything coming in and chowing down on my porch, I'm like, nope, I can't. My skin's crawling. They gotta go. They gotta
No,
go
it's
now.
it's way out in the yard though. They have a huge yard, so it's not
Well,
on
I
their
thought
porch.
they put it closer to their house because if you didn't they move it?
No, maybe the camera, but no, I mean it's out in the yard there. It's quite, yeah. I mean, I think it's way out there. I think they moved it to way out there. That's why they built a fence. That's what I thought. I don't mean I don't know.
Oh,
Is Miss
maybe.
T in chat? Is Miss T in chat?
No,
Sometimes
she probably still
she's sleeping.
sleeping. We better not wake her up.
Oh, we gotta wake her up. Come on, let's give her a call.
No. Rob will shoot us. she she's always a very nice person. That might make her
She
not a
is.
nice person if we wake her up too
Well, no,
early.
Rob needs the coffee. Remember, because
Rob needs coffee.
he needs to be a part of the coffee club.
Yeah, T, get up because Rob needs coffee so he can visit with us. Get up, make her some coffee. She'd probably kill us for that one.
He doesn't do panels in the morning.
No.
They're an awesome couple. They really are.
They're pretty funny. I love going and
Oh.
visiting with him.
I was looking over this footage, just hoping to show y'all some of it. Everybody's
Yeah.
sending their footage into the news, and they've got like a solid reel going.
So Gutters, have you actually gone over in your plane and visited with them?
Hell no. I wouldn't go from here to Canada in our airplane. Oh my God, the bullshit that you'd have to go through. Fuck that.
No, it's Comida. It's not Canada. It's Comida.
Comida,
We're a
That's
commie.
right.
We are not. We are a commie country. So we
No,
are
I have
Comida.
been to Victoria, and I believe that is the prettiest city that I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
I truly believe that. That is the most gorgeous. I never seen people take such pride in a place like they do there. There are hanging flower pots on every single spot. It's just on every post, and not just hanging flower pots, but gorgeous flowers. Like, oh, it's just gorgeous. And the buildings and how they have it set up, and it's just gorgeous. I loved it. I didn't want to leave when we had to leave. I'm like, Jesus, I could live here. This is gorgeous.
All right, let's play this. Let's see.
Okay, let's play it.
Now
What
this
is
is over
this?
Bull's Gap right here. This one scene that we're looking at.
Make it bigger, Mouse.
Mouse,
Make
what
it
are you
bigger.
breaking into now? I love bugging you there, Mouse.
What's this?
Oh, is this the Amazon? Oh, oh,
See that?
I know, but okay.
Look at it light up and fly over. That's pretty much.
Wow.
Now this right here is from I-40, but I think it's he doesn't give a mile marker, so I'm not exactly sure where he's at. But you see it come over the highway there.
That's
Just
Joe
a little
Biden
bit.
paying you a visit there, Mouse.
I had to go find Jenica and ask her, "Hey, is no tour throwing rocks at us? Like, did we piss him off?"
Mm-hmm.
See, that's here in
our
Greenville.
bullshit.
This one you can
Oh.
see it through the pool.
Wow.
Look how bright it gets.
See, that's the deal. Is they can't hide shit from us now anymore because there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
That's a good one of it. It does burn out before it hits, don't it?
Right, but don't you think once it hits, it's gonna have whatever I don't know. Energy I don't know. I don't know how it works.
You would think, yeah.
That wasn't a meteor. That was
we haven't-
Maverick.
We haven't found out where it landed yet. Everybody's scrambling to see where it landed. But there's so much, like I said, there's so much forestry and terrain out here that there is no freaking telling. And it may be, it could be in the national park, probably no. But
I'm with Wolfie. I think you guys are looking for the wrong thing. I think you should be looking for Maverick. Quit looking for the meteorite. He's probably just over there somewhere. Like
that's crazy.
that is nuts. Amazing.
So yeah, we're all waiting to find out who got hit last night. Well, this was about 1:15 this morning.
It's surprising that somebody hasn't found it yet. That's why I think it's probably landed in a field somewhere.
Mhm.
'Cause
he's got to
everybody
bring
else has
everything down
already
now.
been up and had coffee and looked out their windows and rubbed the,
Now, I haven't
sleep
even made
out of
it
their
all the way
eyes.
across my property yet. I just went out and walked around the house, to make sure there wasn't no holes in the house or nothing.
I had to say that just because Oilers was rubbing the sleep out of his eyes just about the time I was talking
Thanks.
about it.
No, thank you. You're waking me up because I do need
There
to.
you go. That's incredible, though. I hope they do find it just to, like,
I got up and thought my kids were lying. I'm like, where are y'all hearing this? Because I didn't hear it. They were still up. I was in bed. And they said it sounded like somebody jumped on the porch and shook
You
the
didn't
house.
believe your kids?
I mean, the internet, there's some crazy stuff out there. You know what I
Right.
mean? And they come across some wild
Yeah, that
stuff.
AI shit is pretty damn wild.
Exactly. It is starting. The AI shit is pissing me off because now it's like, okay, is this real or not? Is it real? Nah,
Yeah.
maybe it is. Oh, no, I don't think it is. Oh, shit, it kind of looks real. Oh, but no, maybe it's not. I mean, I just don't know anymore. Like, what were some of the, oh, I know what it was. It was Zuckerfucker talking about,
Sucker fucker. I like him.
they were talking to, he was admitting to all the shit over the election and stuff. And it's like,
Uh-huh.
did he, no, was it over
but
that or was it over COVID? It was one or the other.
both. It was both. It was both the laptop reporting that he flipped and the COVID. But he claims that the Biden administration pressured him on the COVID part.
But did he really say that, or is it just like, yeah, Wolfie, is it
What
real
he
or is
did
it
was
Memorex? Because
what he did was set the algorithm to make all the truth turn out to be, where it would give that fact checker thing on it and say that that information was false.
yeah,
On
well, he's
everything.
still doing that shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's still doing that. That's why I mean, did he really say all that shit, or is somebody just doing an AI recording that's making it look like he said that? I mean, because he is still. I just watched one this morning. In fact, I took a screenshot of it. I edited it and re-put it up. Reposted it because they kept covering it up, saying, and it was basically an eagle saying, "Pray for our country. We're in a
I've
world of
seen that
shit."
one this morning too, and they've got the image blocked.
Yes.
You have
For
to
what
click through
reason?
it. Like, I don't know. It wasn't graphic. It wasn't weird. It was just an eagle with a flag behind it. And I've seen that all through my feed this morning.
Yep. So have I. And like I said, I actually took and reposted it because and I'm sure I'm going to look right now. Oh, no, they haven't covered it up yet. But it says, it shows the eagle bowing with a picture of the flag. And it says, "Dear God, I bow my head and ask, if it be thy will, please save this land from those who seek to destroy it. Amen." And they've been covering it up left and right.
No, Wilfred, I'm in East Tennessee.
That's too sad about the hockey players, though. The Goudreau brothers, Matthew and Johnny Goudreau, they were in a car accident there. They were killed in a car accident. So, young age. Yeah.
I hate to see stuff like that. Dang.
Hang on here.
He's had a whole life ahead of him. Jeez.
And they died hours before the sister was gonna get married.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that's right now. That's dominating
Yeah,
X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it.
I mean, can you imagine having to stop your wedding day because such a tragic event? What was supposed to be a great day, is. I'm so sorry to the family.
My stepdad drowned the day that Marv and I got married. So that was one of those things when Marv and I looked at each other and went, yeah. He was supposed to be at our reception, and his friends drug him away to go floating down the river in a fucking rickety canoe that ended up breaking apart through one of the rapids. And my stepdad had broke his back in Alaska the year before, and he had 2 steel rods on each side of his spine, and the water was really cold because it was July and it wasn't warm enough yet. And when those cold rods hit his, or when the cold water hit those rods, it zapped his heart and killed him.
God damn.
And that was, I mean, literally, my childhood minister. I hadn't heard his voice in years, and I'm standing outside smoking a cigarette in my wedding dress, and I hear his voice and immediately drop the cigarette because, oh gosh, he's going to see me smoking. And I turn around to see this minister who I hadn't seen in 20 years or 15. And he's like, hi. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see you. I can't believe you're here. And I give him a big hug. And then he's like, I came because I have to tell you something. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even want to hear it. So then he told me, and it was like, but of course, it was over. But that was, and on top of that, our reception was at a community hall, and right across the street was the funeral home. And so as he's telling me, they drive up with my stepdad's body and go to the funeral home. It was it was awful.
Wow.
And Marv and I actually looked at each other and went, oh my God, how we ever, this is fucking crazy.
Do we take that as an omen? Is that weird?
Exactly. That's exactly what we thought. And it's amazing. Here we are 33 years later. I'm sure glad we didn't.
Well, maybe the decision came down to he might have interfered like 20 years later. You don't know.
Who knows? He was a good stepdad, but damn. He wasn't where he should have been. Had he been where he should have been, he would still be with us today.
Right. If he was with the people he loved that day, he would still be with the people he loved today.
Yep. When I went to view him, that's exactly what I told him was, you would not be here if you would have been where you were supposed to be.
Yeah.
And my grandparents, his parents, agreed. Yeah, that was. But it's things like that you always wonder, geez, is this setting a stage for what's to come? So, and if you look at it that way, it could. So you better figure out a way to get through shit.
If you think of it that way, you'll see omens everywhere.
Fuck yeah. Yep. But you just pull yourself through it.
But hey, I got something to say. In 11 days, at September 10th, we get to see Camel Toes and Trump go at it.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome. I got to definitely pop some popcorn.
What is she going to? She can only say the is because it is what it is. If you often believe that is the is. So I don't know what it is she's going to say to do an actual debate.
She's going to say is. Vote
that
for me.
An actual phrase that was taken out of what is it called? It had, I don't know, whatever group was going to flip it completely democratic and put us in socialism. It was a socialistic quote. That is what it is in the passage of time and that bullshit. They looked that up, and that was actually a socialist quote from years ago.
Fucking nuts, man. I just can't even believe some of the stuff that comes out of her mouth, though. I don't know how she does it. I mean, it's not even filler words. Those are not like filler words are like things that you say in between stuff that matters, but she can't even do that. Like
well, I mean, to be honest, we really never, now that I think about it, we've never dealt with other countries in a way, and it might be interesting. I mean, what could the world be like if she gave a BJ to Putin? Like, what could that change?
Well, I mean, We have completely laid our morals and ethics down. Let's see what more we can fucking lay
I
down.
know, it's just like,
I mean,
what is she gonna do
Jesus.
for the country? Like, how is she gonna help us? Like, give a third world leader a blowjob so they'll leave us alone? Like, that's her skill. Like, what are we doing?
Good morning, Chief. How are you? If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, then baffle them with bullshit.
That's
Right,
it, right
Wolfie? Fuck that. You couldn't have said it better.
Yep.
Right? I watched this thing. I thought it was funnier than hell, and it was the founder of the Weather Channel. Like he basically
Hang on.
calls CNN out on their shit, and he tells them it is. I wished I could actually play it, but it'll of course glitch on me and everything else. But he basically tells them, the CNN reporters like, no, you need to listen here, and he's like, no, you listen, okay. And he's like, first of all, I'm offended that you. What was the first thing he was offended by? There was he called him something. And then he was offended because he said, oh, and I'm also offended because you called me a co-founder. I actually founded the Weather Channel. Let's be honest. And he like just wrote him the right out. And then explained to him that there is no climate. There is no climate change. There isn't no global warming. That, they're full of shit. So it was like, right on. I loved it. He did a really good job. So if anybody gets a chance to see it, all you got to look up is, scientist explains to CNN how wrong he is.
We're going to see new shirts at the top quality shirts there.com. They're saying Gutter's Pub believes in climate change.
Oh, yeah,
the
right.
burning down forest and behind it.
Right. I did get a couple items on. Speaking of the top quality shirts, I did get a couple items put on there. I did get a T-shirt and the hat and a coffee cup and something else. I don't remember what the other thing was, but yeah, we'll get more stuff put up there. I'm gonna have to. Joey's gonna have to crack the whip on me and get it all done. I need to get it done. Good morning, Wanda.
Hey,
Same
Wanda.
to
Sun Honey. Sun Honey is here.
Still
Wanda,
waiting to
hello.
see the
Ty Sports
hashtag.
here.
Save the Statue of Liberty. Oh, yeah. At this point, I feel like that Statue of Liberty was another fucking lie. I feel like I don't trust anything, man. When all the shit that they tried to tell us that was so, and now we come to realize that a lot of that shit was lies.
Is it all right to give a gift back to the giver? Like, France, take it back. Like, let all the liberty, freedom flow into y'all's place. There you go.
Right. The original IPCC panel was 17% scientists, and the remaining 83% was politicians and economics. Think about that. Economics is. Think about that. Right. Well, and the one thing that he says is, you all think it's a vote. That's the one thing that this founder of the Weather Channel says is, you think this is a vote about the weather. It's not a vote. Weather is with facts, and this isn't about, you don't get a vote on whether it's, if
you
it's
don't get
true
to see
or not.
the clouds and call it climate change. I mean, seriously, you don't get to see the cloud and go, oh, it flooded because of climate change. No, it flooded because you seeded the cloud.
Exactly. That's exactly right. It's because you stuck shit in there, and now we can't figure out why our skin itches all the time.
Oh, it's not a secret. They've been seeding the clouds. Even Hurricane Katrina was seeded.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it got out of control.
Yep. That's why there's certain things that you just don't mess with. You have no business messing with it.
So apparently you cannot show any type of alcohol, labels on YouTube anymore. I mean, like that's getting pretty centric there. That's getting kind of crappish there. The day they tell me I can't even drink alcohol, I'm gonna tell them to fuck off their YouTube because
But what's
that's
amazing is they can't show that, but they can show people eating a leg over in Africa that's been on fire for a while. He picks it up and chows down on it. They can show all kinds of shit like that, but
you could upload a video of somebody with a weapon there, but you can't show anything on there. Like there's a
well,
lot of
weapons,
stupidity
remember,
crap.
weapons aren't
Yeah,
bad.
I've seen people that play with them on panel and discuss it, no issue. But then somebody comes on panel where one is hanging on the wall behind them and they get the video struck.
Oh
Mhm.
yes, right
Yeah.
away. It's
Right, Wanda? Yeah, 2 days ago it was snowing in the fire zone, right? Well, I just seen where was it? Oh, not the Olympic forest. Which forest was it? They just showed a thing of it, and it was like in the same day it was sun shining and green, and within the same day it turned out just I mean like, a couple inches of snow. But that's all normal, It's all normal.
Yeah.
Bullshit, it's August. It's not normal.
that's insane, man. They're really getting stupid. I'm calling it stupid tube from now on.
Mhm. It is
Stupid
getting really
tube.
bad.
Silver
I was trying to
iodide
find
is
the one.
what it's called. Iodide is what they're putting in them.
Yep.
Potassium iodide, another common agent used in cloud seeding. Silver iodide, a compound that's similar in structure to natural ice crystals and is often used in cloud seeding operations. When silver iodide is introduced to a cloud, it grows quickly and turns into a large raindrop that falls to the ground. But
Yep.
it's climate change. There's climate change. We need to quit putting fumes in the air. No, we need to plug our cars in to a grid that actually burns coal to create energy. Like,
It's crazy.
so, let's use more coal to power your electric car so we can clean the air up.
Well, guys, I'm gonna go. I've got stuff to do today, but thank you so much for having me on here. And
It's
if
good
I
to see you,
can,
Rose.
I will pop on. And just wanted to say that I'm not doing Thursdays. I'm doing Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for my games night there.
Okay.
And because there's I'm not good for Thursday. Thursday, there's a lot of people that same time that are live, so I'm cut out Thursday. But yeah, I found Saturdays at at noontime.
Yeah,
Pacific
that's
time
a
is
good time. That's a really good time. I'll
yeah.
agree.
So that's good. And so I'm gonna
Yeah.
go and
Have
thank
a
you for Gutter's
have a
Mouse
good Friday, honey.
Chat. Wolfram, thank you very much. Shaz, Sun Honey, Kai, everyone. Have a good rest of your day, and I'm gonna leave the studio.
All
See
right.
you
See you
later,
later.
boys.
Make sure y'all, if you haven't subbed up to Oilers, sub up to him. He does games and all kinds of stuff. So go check him out. He's a good dude. I call him OO and Oilers and
Yeah.
Oliver and who knows what I call him. Flatty. Did I even see you in here earlier?
Yeah, but
I
she's
swear.
getting in.
I swear I did not see her, and she ain't been. Oh, there. Oh, there. She just came in a few minutes ago. How are you, Flatty? How's our girl doing? Everything's good with her? If anybody doesn't know it, Flatty's daughter had a little scare episode. No, big scare episode. Scared the hell out of all of us, especially poor Flatty. She ate a chicken sandwich from a fast food joint, and there was a piece of rusted metal in it that went into her esophagus and damn near killed her.
Mm.
So, hence, stay the hell away from fast food.
And quit using brushes on grills, people. Stop.
Well, I get why they do it, but you just need to be, I've ate off of grills and I worked in a restaurant for years, but we made sure there was no bristles left on it. It's not a real hard thing to do, which is why it's kind of crazy to me that it slipped past. I just, as a cook, but that's the problem with those fast food places is they don't give a shit about the product they're producing. So they
Nope,
don't
they're
care
just
what
on the
it's.
clock. They're just
Yeah.
slinging shit on the clock.
Yeah. Yep. Unlike a person that at a sit down restaurant, being a normal fry cook or whatever, they actually give it. Most of them care about how their
Yeah.
food comes out, or they used to. When ethics still mattered and morals were still within us.
And we have this weird phenomenon going here. Nobody can keep a restaurant open. It doesn't last very long. They open it. At first, it's
Yep.
real good, and then just the service goes downhill real fast. And it cracks me up. They'll turn around and open a new restaurant, but they'll go back and hire all the staff that worked at all the places that went under.
Yep. Well, it's the one thing, I worked for some really good people who really knew how to run a business, and they had a restaurant for years and years and years. And it was only when they decided to retire that they actually gave it up. And whoever else took over that business had a hell of a time making it run the way they did. And the one thing that they both said was, you have to be married to that business. And that means that you and your spouse, if you have one, work all the time.
Yeah.
Every day. You don't get a day off for years. You do not get a day off. If you're going to do it right and you both work every shift that you possibly can, that means usually doubles every day for years until you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and then you both can kind of step back and take a day off here and there. And they worked this restaurant for 8 years solid before they ever took a day off, either one of them.
Yeah.
And then they took a couple days off, and that was it. They went back to work and did the same thing. They were still doing doubles every single day until they felt comfortable that, it could run and they could hire people but they said, until you get that majority of, you've got to make sure everything runs just like clockwork. Nothing can be out, so that when you're there, you're not, when you're not there, it runs just like if you were there. And if you don't, then you're going to have problems. Mouse must have had problems there. She skipped out. I'll bet it dropped her. Until the 5-year mark. Yeah, Jim and Jackie always said do a little bit longer, but you're right, Wanda. It's got you, and that means you have to be completely committed. You shit, eat, breathe, sleep this place. You do nothing else, and you do it over and over and over, and you just have to understand that that's how it's going to go for years. And it may take you even longer to get it up and making sure that it's going to run right.
Yeah,
There.
I feel like though it was more of an issue of when you have a lazy staff, right? And that drives your business into the ground. When somebody else opens up a restaurant and they put it out in public, okay, I'm taking applications. When they start putting down that their past jobs were at those restaurants that failed, pass those guys by first, the first round. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Did you see what Wolfie said? You dropped off. Wolfie said, drops the cord out of his mouth. Oops, sorry, mouse.
I did. I hit my microphone is testy. And when I hit it, it knocks my audio off and I have to refresh.
Right. I knew it was something. I could tell by the way it was just like bloop. Sun Honey said the restaurant I worked at as a teenager is still in business. The head waitress is now the dining room and server manager, and a real family business that has doubled in size. Exactly. And it's because those family, they stayed with the program. They didn't it's one of the biggest things that I had friends that constantly down where I grew up, they would open up a business, and I don't care if it's a restaurant or if you're going to be a home health agency where you're bringing in people to clean people's homes and take care of old people. You have to be committed to it. You cannot buy the business and then put somebody else in charge and say, let them do it, because it's not their baby. They didn't put everything into it. You did.
Right.
So
You're
you're the
letting
one that
somebody
has to put it.
else's lack of
Yeah.
energy,
Yep.
behind your brand. You've got
I
to
had a
stay there
friend
and
who she was a nurse and she hired her sister. Well, her sister actually wanted to make it go, but her sister wasn't a nurse. So when you're talking about home health stuff, there's things that you can't make that decision on unless you have worked in that type of work, and she hadn't. And so she tried to do everything she could to make it work, but because her sister, who bought the business and you know basically handed it over to her sister, she just kind of walked away and kept doing her nursing stuff at the hospital. Well, it screwed her. They ended up, that business and went under because they didn't stick with what they should have done, which was, and I told her, Teresa, you've got to stay with it. You can't give up. You have to do it you got to be there every single day, even on the days you don't want to be there.
because the cook, when you hire a cook is going to cook the way he cooks unless somebody's standing over him going, no, this is how we cook it.
That's right.
Don't be playing,
Mhm.
don't be getting quick back here.
Yep. Yeah, I think that and it's the only, I think that nowadays, now I see why there's cameras, because you have to keep everybody honest. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is to have them under a microscope. It kind of sucks, but because everybody has set morals and ethics down and just, you know, basically fucking decided they're going to live this willy nilly life, this is what you get. It's,
Yeah, I
I
talked
gotta
about
tell
it
you,
yesterday. I was
well, gotta
talking
tell you, it's
about
every day why I question the name of my show. Like, I could have picked any other name, and I should have. I probably should have picked a different name so that but the problem is I am a very unfiltered person. So if I feel like saying what the fuck, I say what the fuck. And back in the day, that is not how you talked. And you definitely didn't do it out in public like this. You
oh, I
did
know.
not. You would have never done this.
Especially being a proper lady.
Mhm.
I hate that phrase. I hate that phrase, proper lady.
Well, or even like, I mean, my mom could say cuss words all day long, but as a kid, I I wasn't allowed to say cuss words, and there was also a place for saying cuss words, you know? Um, when we were at my grandma and grandpa's, I would have never said that. One set of grandma and grandpa's, never,
Yeah.
because I would have got my ass whipped, my mouth washed out with soap, and I probably would have been out cleaning up horse shit. So, um, I would have never said it in front of them. The other grandma, oh, hell, I could go tell her dirty jokes all day long. She'd laugh and think it was funny in her now. But there was a place for it. You didn't sit in the middle of the restaurant and tell grandma those. The grandma, even my grandma, who could listen to a dirty joke with the best of us, there was a time and a place for it. Well,
Yeah.
now, hell, I mean, look at us. We'll do it right online. We don't care.
Well, I was
So
talking yesterday about, this camera thing. We're all walking around with smartphones now.
Mhm.
And, it is and has led us to a place now that we can fact check the news because 9 times out of 10 now, when a situation flies down, there's a witness standing there with a camera going.
Mhm.
So we're used to the news could write out the story with any kind of narrative they want. Now that we're standing around with cameras, we're actually our own news crew.
Mhm.
And the media is just a biased talk show up there now. But we were discussing, I think it's going to be important to unplug the media from the White House in that sense. Like I said, since Eisenhower, Eisenhower was the one that put it in place that the White House told the media what to say so that there wasn't any fear mongering. There wasn't, you know, but when your White House is lying now and they control the media, I think it's time to unplug
the media from the White House. These journalists need to go do their own investigating reporting. Stop being handed a piece of paper from the White House telling you what to say. But the only tool we have for this are our cameras, our Ring cameras, our cell phones. That is the only way to start holding the news accountable. But we have to do it. But that is our only weapon between this fake media, is the fact that we all have cameras in our hands
Mm-hmm.
to show what really happens.
Joey, what do you mean if you would have been invited? Did I mute something?
Check your email, Joey.
If I would have been invited, I would have loved to come up and said, I guess I'm not worthy of all coming. Just kidding. I can't come up. But I just thought I would point that out. What do you mean? Don't fucking tell me that.
No, check your email, Joey. I can guarantee. Check your email, Joey.
Yeah, you're gotta be there.
It is.
See, Joey. Now, Joey, you know what? Now you must come up.
Ha ha ha.
You did.
It's on the with my copy. I mean, she sent us all the same copy.
It's there, Joey. I see you. I'm looking straight at you. It's on your BK one. Go look.
Yep, BKW.
Gutter hates me. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. I'm gonna call you vet right now, and I'm gonna tell her go knock you straight in the head. Media. The media gave up being the press news decade. I know. I agree. They did. Wanda, I don't have your email, or I would have sent you a link. And if anybody's asking, I don't put out links, especially right away, just because it saves me from all the riffraff that seems to want to try. Here's the deal is, I have a really hard time once I get them up on panel, unless I just turn into a raging bitch to get rid of them. So I can't. I don't have a nice way to say get the fuck off my panel. So it's usually me just saying get the fuck off my panel. And so
have any of us figured out that nice way?
I don't know. Well, TF has a way of like usually when as long as it's long, like I notice with him, like if he'll say to them, hey, don't talk like that. Well, if I try to do that, if I try to go, hey, don't talk like that, nobody even hears me. So then I got to get to the point where I'm like, listen, fucker.
I use the old mama sounds.
I don't know. I think they just ride right over the top of me, especially once you get 5-6 people in here. It's like, holy shit. Yep. He said, I really don't have the link, but no, I'm going to send that son of a bitch to you again. And don't give me your excuses, Joey. But I'm telling you, I sent it to you. I think that something's going on with your email. Because I'm looking at it, and I sent it the same time that I sent mouses. The only person that I didn't get in there was Mrs. Mack, because every time I tried to put it in there, it wouldn't pull up her email. And so I had to go in and specifically do hers all by herself. I don't know why. Yvette is cracking her damn whip on me today. Maybe if I had Gutter's money, I would buy her a plane. That may help. Fuck off. Jesus. Dude, people don't understand. If you own an airplane, you don't have any money. Just saying. I don't own a jet. It's a 4-seater that you can barely get 4 people in. And
oh, that's okay. How much would you charge me to carry me from Tennessee to Lubbock, Texas?
No.
I'll even pay for lunch.
See, here's the deal is
that's the only reason I want to go.
Me flying from here to there Well, Christ almighty, it'd take me 3 days. I mean, you wouldn't wanna try to do you have to understand, when you get in this airplane, it's it's like, um you're a fucker, Joey. I'm gonna kick your ass. He just told me, "God, you're easy." Ah! He had the link the whole time. Oh,
I
Chaz,
love it.
where
I
do I
love
send you the link at? I can't do it on Instagram. That is the one place I can't do it on because I can't seem to get Instagram up on my computer. It just doesn't wanna I don't remember my password. Anyways, what was I talking about? Fuck.
the airplane. Take you
Oh,
3 days?
well, because here's the deal. If you've never rode in a small aircraft, say like a Cessna,
Uh-huh.
it's like riding in a fucking tin can with a lawnmower motor on it.
Yeah.
So if you can imagine trying to, I mean, just flying from here to Idaho takes 3 hours. So think about it. It's 420 miles if you drive from here to our hometown. But if we fly, it's 3 hours. So think about from here to Tennessee, how long that'd take. Dude,
Now
you
you're going to have
jet lag.
now you're going to have to trade the plane in and upgrade because that's not a jet. I
D
heard you
No,
have a
it's not a
jet.
jet. I
I
told
think
you
that's
guys, it's
that.
a four-seater with a fucking lawnmower motor on it. It's got one little propeller on the front. I've showed you guys pictures of it. Yeah, remember I made the little eyeballs keep the birds out of it? Yeah, mhm.
Like the old
Right?
Faulkner shaky ride.
Yeah, I am telling you. See, I'm not getting you know what, Joey? You're just trying to distract me. You got the fucking link. And I would say get up here, but I know you're probably going to get your ass kicked if you did because you probably got shit to do. So you better go get your shit done.
Yeah, quit poking at her. No, I'm just playing.
Well, I
You
don't
ain't
know. Maybe she
allowed.
wants you to poke at it.
Hey, all right, I'll step back. I concede. I yield back.
um, as a farmer, the only holiday driving is to go get parts for machinery, right? Right, Wanda? Yeah, I mean, there is no.
I know.
Let me just tell you that Marvin, for about 20 years, every holiday, every vacation that he took, he went to Idaho and built fence. His mom has quite a bit of acreage there, and so to keep the fencing up and going, um, he would be the one to go there and fix it, and nobody else helped him. And so eventually I did start going with him, trying to help him keep up on this fencing. Because let me tell you what, but he did that for 20 years. He didn't take a vacation. He That's what he would do is go build fence. And I'm not talking about building fence like building fence on Lester Morrow's level straight Texan land. I'm talking
Yeah,
about building
yeah,
fence in Idaho where it's straight up and down on rocky cliffs. This man worked his ass to the bone to keep those fences up. It's a nightmare. So,
yeah.
yeah, he's just never been one to take well, let me just tell you that he hadn't seen his mom in, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, and he just went and seen her in Idaho last month, and he went there so he could fix her toilet. He flew his airplane there to fix her toilet.
The things we do for mom.
That's right. So yeah, I mean, he's just one of those guys that he's a workaholic. That's why I said when he retires, he still has to have some kind of a job or he'll go literally crazy. He'll drive me nuts.
Oh, I've got one of those. Like
Mhm.
straight after retirement, dad just like he didn't know what to do with himself. And he is
You got
such
to.
he's a detail person. So he worked in the oil field selling equipment, but he was supervisor. So he did a lot of reports, And I'm talking novels. Like he didn't just write so and so called Thursday. They wanted to pump. I told him, yeah, and I sent it. Like that was not his report at all. He was
Right.
very deep. Like it was a novel. So when he quit working, he just didn't know what to do with himself. Like he just sit around and nitpicked at everybody because he's just,
See, that
what
would
is
be my.
it?
So this is what I've decided, that when we travel, what I want to be able to do is he does annuals on aircraft. I don't want him to work on them, because if he does, it'll get too in depth and he'll be stuck. We'll be stuck at one place for like 2 weeks, and I don't want to do that. So what I want him to do, and this is kind of what it's not so much what I want him to do, it's what I think will work for him better, is if he just does annuals. And that means he goes in and one day he does the annual, which he goes over the entire aircraft, says this is everything wrong with it. These are the things that you need to deal with. And then the next day he writes up the paperwork and we're done. We can move on to whatever we want to do. That will keep him busy, and it will keep us moving throughout the country, so that we can say, okay, well, we got that done. Now, I really want to go to Nebraska or wherever.
Yeah.
Go find it, an aircraft that needs an annual there. So, and it'll kind of be a way for us to go and find things that maybe we would have never even thought to look for.
Well,
Of course.
that's kind of cool. I know a few people out here in the Tennessee area that have their own little plane set up. They don't even keep it out at the airport. Like they'll take it straight out of the hangar in the backyard and run it down a dirt
Yeah, I mean,
runway.
you do have to have, you do have to have some type. You can't just, you can't just roll an aircraft through like a really bumpy area, because you can flip them. I mean, they can flip
Yeah,
pretty easy.
yeah.
That's how Marvin's uncle actually died, was from hitting a ditch that it wasn't that big of a ditch, but it was big enough that he had a experimental aircraft that he decided he was going to cut the roll bar down on it because he didn't like how it looked in his aircraft. And it's one of these speedy little airplanes that'll get you to and from in a really quick hurry, but you can't take much luggage, and they're experimental. That scares
Ooh,
the shit out of me.
yeah.
And you can do pretty much whatever you want to him. Well, he did. He cut that roll bar down, and when he crashed, it broke his neck, because
Oh
that roll
gosh.
bar it was instead of being above his head, it was at his neck, right behind his neck. And so when that thing came forward, instead of it, it couldn't protect
Yeah.
him. Just a minute.
Yeah. Tell Kathy quit calling to get up here.
Okay. I wanted to make sure it wasn't my daughter calling on my husband's phone, because she just called on mine. So I told her to text me, but she didn't do it. So it must not have been too important. But that was my mother-in-law. Thank God. I didn't have to answer that.
Yeah, we've got one of these guys out here, and he's got quite a little clubhouse going out there in the country. And he and his friends got a hold of some of those ultralights. And they all bought them not even knowing how to fly them. So there was about 2 years that him and his clan are out there trying to figure out how to get these ultra. First of all, they had to figure out how to get them off the ground, and that was hard. It's like trying to get a kite in the air with an engine, because it's got like a paragliding thing over it, and it's on it's got a fan like an airboat.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was so funny watching these guys. Their first attempt, they couldn't get it in the air off their little field. And they got this stupid idea that the interstate ramp was just up the road there. And if they could time it just right, maybe they could use the interstate ramp to pop up in the air, right? So they've got people strategically placed out there, all right, it's clear. Well, somehow a camper got by him. And just as he just hits the top of that interstate ramp and launches into the air, just like a kite, it goes up and straight right back down on the top of that camper on the interstate. So that got them in some trouble. So they had to go back out in the field to figure out how to get that to work. And once they finally got them up in the air, they were just kind of playing with how far they could go.
Mhm.
right? So they go about 3 counties over, and the wind changes, and there's nothing but a line of trees below them. But when that wind changes, it's just like a kite. It's not an actual plane. It doesn't run like that. It runs more like a winded kite, and it just
Mhm.
nosedived through that patch of trees. It took them 3 hours to get him down.
Damn. Yeah, I'm telling you, flying is one of those things where I'm the one that says, when you become a pilot, you have a tendency to just kind of get used to the same old, same old. And so, like the checkoff list that you use every day, you get used to it and you know what it is. Well, for me, that's a problem. I
Yeah.
want you to look at the checkoff list. I don't care if you have that son of a bitch memorized, if it's ingrained. Like if I could read it on your forehead, it's so ingrained in your brain.
You
I
need the
still
check
want you
mark.
to use it. Yes.
Yeah, you need the check mark out there on the paper.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big one for that. I mean,
Yeah.
even when I work, I don't care what I make a list and I check off those things. It's so much easier for me to keep track of shit than it is if I try to wing it. I'm much better which is why I always say, oh yeah, I think my lives always went better when Yank was here because I had an agenda and we went by that agenda. Like I literally wrote out everything we were going to talk about and then we would check it off as we went along. And Yank was really good about not letting me go squirrel. He would pull me back around and go, no, Gutter, we're talking about this. Stop with your stupid shit. So good morning, P Digits. And I didn't get a chance to say hi to Sherry from Canada either. So good morning, Sherry, if you're still here. And thank you, Wolfram, for posting that. Posting P Digits.
He's on the links today. Good job.
Yeah. It gives me a copyright claim. So YouTube just told me they're giving me a copyright claim. Good news. Oh, wait. My dispute wasn't reviewed within the 30 days, so the copyright claim on your YouTube has now been released. Thank you, bitches.
For not doing your job. Thank you.
Thank you for not doing your job so that I can do mine. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. That's cool. I've never had them do that. Now I'm going to start doing that to more of them, I think. I'm going to dispute some of those damn things. Because it's an AI is actually giving me copyrights, and it's bullshit. It shouldn't even be giving me these copyright claims.
Yeah, I posted a redo of Steamboat Willie the day after it hit, what is it called? Where the copyright is expired.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and they still copyrighted me. I'm like, that's not fair. That's not fair.
So you should dispute it just to see what happens. Now, they will tell you when you read it, it'll say, and they do this shit on purpose. They'll say, if you do go to dispute it, and we don't believe it's disputable or whatever they want to call it, we can actually give you a full-on strike. It's like, you pricks. So now you're basically threatening me not to dispute it, is what you're doing.
I've done it, and the first thing it tells me is, do you have the actual rights to this material? Well,
right.
No, none of us do. That's like...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, plane guys are a breed of their own. Just know that. Oh, Jesus. It's like golfers are a breed of their own. Well, let me tell you, pilots are a breed of their own. And when I get around a bunch of pilots, I pretty much just walk away. It's like getting around a bunch of dudes talking about football. It's the same. It's the same bullshit. Like, I can't. If they wanted to sit and talk about politics, or they wanted to talk about, there's a million other things I can talk about, but there are a few things that I just can't. Like, if you want to talk about when we're flying and how gorgeous the views are and where we've been and what we've seen while we were there and how difficult it was to get in and out of and all that, I'm all for that. But when you start talking about the airplane and what it has in it, no, I don't give a fuck.
and where they
kind of-
were last winter and 14 winters ago, and how
Well,
it
and
ran
I
out
don't
of
care. I can
oil, and
still, I
yeah,
don't mind hearing about like where they've been and what they've been doing. It's like specifically about the airplane shit. Like,
yeah.
I don't care. First of all, don't tell me if you tell me, like if I was standing there having a conversation with a bunch of other pilots and Marvin was standing there and he said, well, yeah, when we started to take off, it didn't seem like it wanted to really do such and such. That would be my first inclination to go, what the fuck do you mean it didn't want to do what?
Yeah,
Because
now
so-
you're freaking me out.
yeah, I'm not. Like I know exactly. I've flown enough in the airplane that I know exactly how it should sound. So if he goes to do his run up and something doesn't sound right, he knows that he can't get it past me. That I'm going to keep going. Okay, well let's just go in the air and see how it goes. No, turn this bitch around and go figure out what the fuck's wrong with it. You're a
Yeah.
mechanic and I am your wife, and you're gonna do what I say because I'll rip this fucking yoke off and beat you with it. I am not staying in this aircraft until it's done. So forget it. Yeah, I'm big on that. But I'm also the same way with the RV. Like I will never let specifically we thought we smelled something that smelled kind of funny with the RV, and we should have stopped then because I believe that we kind of probably burn up the brakes in the process, and we should have
Oh,
stopped then. So I will never let him push on again.
right.
Like I let him do that. He's like, no, we'll just wait till we'll pull. We're almost there. We're only 10 miles from there. I don't give a fuck if we're 10 feet from there. Stop the fucking RV and let's look. I'm not going any further and taking the chance. So, and from now on, I will not be dissuaded from that kind of stuff. For one, it could be, could be a life I save, could be mine or his, or somebody else's.
Canadian. Hey,
What's
Canadian.
up, Barney?
See, I called him
Hi.
Arnie, and everybody goes, "Why did you call him by his name?" I'm like, "Okay, oop."
Well, when he gets on panel, he does. If he didn't put his name on panel, then I wouldn't, but he does. So
I
I
know.
don't think he's. Yeah.
I thought we all knew him as that.
Mhm.
Well, we've always called him.
Well, and I think it's just confusing for some people that don't know him yet. Like here in my channel, not everybody does know him yet. So if I say Arnie, they're gonna go, well, I don't see no Arnie. Nobody Arnie commented. Yeah, so it's
How you doing, Arnie? Good morning. Or good afternoon, depending on where you're at.
yes. It is 10:27 here.
That's it. Call me anything but late for coffee. I agree.
That's right.
I got 1:28 in the afternoon over here on the East End.
Oh Lord. Your day is almost half done. Well, your day is half done.
Yep.
I made me a new background. Right up here. This is a coffee cup. I wished I'd have put it some other place, but it
I did
says
like it. I saw that.
yeah, I was all impressed with that. Oh, Arnie, you're on the west coast of Canada. So you're on our time then.
3:28 a.m. Saturday. Like
Oh,
you've already had Friday. Like you've already left Friday, Shaz. So
I know.
could you check the newspaper for
I know. Could
the
you tell us?
lottery numbers here today? Like, like I feel like they should be able to do that when they're so far ahead.
Could you go look in the obituary and see if I'm there?
Right. And the lotto numbers. Give me the lotto numbers.
My mom used to say that. I'd say, Mom, what the hell do you read the newspaper for every day? Say, see if I'm in it. Yeah. Yep. See, if you hear something, stop. A teenager doing bailing had his whole unit go on fire. Check noises. Yeah. Yeah. I don't care what it is. I think that even when you hear something with your car, I know it's a smaller piece of machinery, but it's still, if you have a tire blowout or whatever and you go rolling across the highway, it might not just be whoever you got in your car that you kill. It could be, the
Yeah.
family that's got triplets on the other side of the highway that you've now rolled into and you've killed them too. So, yeah, you just got the notification. Jeez. I made the notification last night before I went to bed. And I didn't have any likes or anything till this morning. I think YouTube's pissed off at me. Fuck you, Commie Tube. Kiss my ass.
That's right.
My
Yeah.
mom will finally Your mom will finally look at obits online, but she still uses a flip phone. Marv just got rid of his flip phone last year. It took a long time to get rid of it. He did not want to get rid of it. And he still gets pissed off at his smartphone. And he doesn't call it a smartphone. This is the dumbest piece of shit I ever seen. He hates it. And I kind of don't blame him most of the time. It for some reason, how he hits the screen seems to mess with him. Like he doesn't push hard enough. I told him, you got to think about it. Bad YouTube girl, right? Yeah, I don't care. Fuck him. Smartphones for dumb people. Yeah, it makes no sense to me. I often wonder why they were called smartphones. I think it was to make us feel stupid. Like, you people are too stupid to run it, so we'll give you a smartphone.
Yeah, I mean, we just added internet to it. Like, we added a browser. Like, why was that? Okay. I guess our phone is smarter because it has a browser on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah. The only reason it's smarter is because it doesn't listen to the government. I mean, I swear I hit the notification, Gigi, and it worked. Nice. That's amazing. Yeah, so I changed my background, and I've been trying to go through. I even changed I did a new thumbnail for the coffee club. I thought that would. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a different coffee mug up for, like, I'll change either the thumbnail out or the background out every week for a new coffee cup. But I think I'm going to swap them so that I can see it, because the live thing counter is over the coffee cup, so I can't see it, and that pisses me off.
Well, they can see it on the YouTube end, though. That live isn't on the YouTube end.
Oh, good.
Everybody can see it. Did
Okay.
I offend you with my common sense?
Ooh.
I love it.
Did I offend you with my common
But see,
sense?
you know what I see ought to do with that coffee cup right there? Like the whole funny, like we ought to put that on a t-shirt thing that we do all the time and come up with a new phrase every coffee club.
Right. Yeah. Yep. I think I have to tell you that I have been, like, thinking about putting stuff in my thumbnails so people will, like, look into the thumbnail, like, what else did she stick in there, and hide shit. What do they call that?
Yeah, y'all people don't even know that Gutter Pub actually hides Easter eggs in her thumbnails.
That's what it is, Easter eggs. Yeah. So the last one that I had, that campfire one, it had
Yeah.
it had stuff hid in it, but nobody ever mentioned, hey, I just realized you had a pipe in there, or I just
Yeah.
but yeah, I think I am gonna start hiding, like, little things. I didn't on this one, but I will start hiding little things in there, so y'all pay attention, because we'll have them hid throughout it. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll do, like, I'll give away a gift card every week for whoever finds the Easter egg first. That might be a cool idea.
See, maybe nobody found it because we never really brought it up. We just kind of sat back to see if anybody would catch it, and nobody really has. But now that you guys know, keep an eye out. She puts things in. She hides things in the thumbnails and the photos.
Exactly. Yep.
Cool. You got to really. Sometimes you have to zoom in.
That's right. Yep. Because it will be. I do try to make them somewhat translucent. For one, I don't want YouTube to see it. Hey, cowboy. So, Wanda said, ask Alexa, what is the coffee 100? Okay, so I don't have an Alexa, but all you just got. Now they're going to start talking to you. Sorry. Rick
Let us
does
know
this
what
shit
it
all the
says.
time.
Let us know what it says back.
Yeah, we want to know what it says. Tell us what it says. I wonder where Kat is this morning. I sent her a link, so she better not be trying to play the Joey thing on me.
I don't know.
I really do like my new logo, though. I like how they did the letters different. Like part Gutters is different than
Yeah.
Pup.
Yeah, I like the font on that one better. I really do.
Yep. Yep. And the one thing about it, though, is I'm going to tell y'all something right now that if you go to get a logo made, number one thing you want to consider is less colors, or as Joey would say, collards. You really want to keep your colors down to like 3 or 4, maybe 5. I had like that logo has like, I don't know, 8 colors in it. It's a lot because it has like
Yeah.
a light orange and a dark orange and a light yellow and a dark yellow and
Yeah.
it's got just a white and the black and the even lighter yellow. I mean see how the
And
Gutters
the
goes from,
white.
yeah, the Gutters, there must be just in the word Gutters, there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 colors just in that. If you actually look at how it slowly changes color. So kind of
Yeah, the
remember
way
that.
when you
Yeah,
ombre it across like that, those are separate colors.
exactly. And flames are a big one that it gives you to make it look cool. You have to have lots of colors with flames. And so otherwise it just looks one dimensional and kind of goofy. So flames are not necessarily the way you really want to go for a logo. I'm just going to tell you straight out. So if you ever go to do a logo, actually buy a logo, keep that in mind. If you want to put it on merch, it's one thing if you're just going to put it up on panel, but if you're going to actually put it on merchandise, you really want to take less colors.
Yeah, you really want a simple kind of, logo, repeatable one.
Like, for instance, Traveling Fools has probably one of the better ones for a logo because of how it's um it's even all the way around. It's easy on the eyes and it is less color. Plus it has a border. So borders are big. If like with mine, you think about it, it doesn't have a border. And so when you go to put it on a t-shirt, well, now you either got a black circle, a black square, or you take all that away and you just got the legs and the text. So you have to think about that when you go to put it on something, because it can make a big difference as to if it's going to be easy on the eye. I didn't realize all this shit until, you know, I until after I started really getting to put it on t-shirts or merchandise, and then I was like, fuck, Fools is right, this ain't gonna work. So that's how come I ended up having to fork out $150 for a new logo. And that's the other thing is shop around. The guys that I used, I think they are good, and he does say that he will come on and do a presentation or answer any questions that people may have. And they are very professional in that way. Now, they do a lot of other things. So like any other business, they want to make money and they will try to, persuade you into getting business cards and whatever else, because they do a lot of stuff, which is cool. If you need those things, it's great. So I just kind of want to give people an idea about when you do a logo, because it will save them tremendously when they go to actually, because I mean, like had I known what I know now, I still would have taken a little more time to um, probably look for a better logo. I probably would have went with more of a border. I probably would have took flames out of it. But do you see how his is all even? Like there's no, it's much simpler to do one
Yeah.
like this than it is like mine, because
Yeah.
everything is really simplistic. And that makes a big difference when you're putting it on a merchandise. For one, you don't like my flames. That's one thing that you want to watch for is you don't want those to come. Yeah, well, Canadian, you can create your own, but you're not going to get the quality that you would if you have somebody else do it. Trust me, I've been through the whole gamut. I've created like 3 different logos, been through the whole thing, and you're just not going to get the quality that you will if you actually have somebody make you. Um, so here's controversial cruisings. And do you see how, again, he had to, like the one he had was almost like this, but they had to change some stuff up. They had to redo the lines in it because if you don't, as you can see, like with the lines down here, there, it's almost like the flames thing. Think about how many colors he has in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7 with the purple on the
7.
bottom. 'Cause it's different.
Yep. And the darker blue too. So 8.
Yeah.
So he's got like 8 or 9 colors in there. That's a lot. And you have to pay for more colors. You definitely have to pay for more colors. Pro logo, I did do the pro logos. And it one of them I did a Canva one, and then I did a different, I can't remember what the other company was I used, but it just didn't work for me. That's how come I had to actually just go and pay to have a logo done. Maybe some people are, tech savvy enough that they can do it. I just wasn't. But I am loving I want to get Yank this. I want to send this to him because that is actually, it's kind of in remembrance of Yank when he used to be on the channel, because he's the one that likes to drink. He drinks whiskey out of these, and so
Yeah.
I just felt like that was a thing for him. But anyways, yeah, I love him.
I like that. I like it the way it
Here's
looks like
these-
gold lettering.
Uh-huh. And then that one. And what was the other one we did? I really like it against the black.
Hey, Bruce.
I think it does look really nice. Hey, Bruce, what's up? So, and it comes in a few different colors. Surprisingly, it still does okay on the red. I wasn't quite sure, but even that one, it does okay. The S kind of go, but I think in person, it will be brighter than you think.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So we're getting there. It's just, you definitely want to be, yes, less equals more. Canva, big learning curve, but it's great for creating from scratch instead of templates. Yeah. No purple, Shaz. And the reason why is because with the flames and everything, it just didn't look right. And so I know purple's my favorite color, but it just, with everything we had going regarding Gutter's Pub and how I seem to stick with the whole flames thing. The other one that I was actually going to use, the other logo was, let me see if I can.
Well, like,
Find
show them. Can you get to the shoes so they can kind of see what the purple did to it? Or do you still have those up?
I don't. We took that away because that was the old logo. So we have to go through and put all new stuff up. But yeah, the problem with, again, that would be one more color, and I would have to blend it into all those other colors. So that's kind of why we ended up not going with, trust me, there was a big piece of me that was kind of bummed. I really did want I really did want the purple. I'm trying to find those other logos.
Ani says for the ones that clash with different colors, use a gray out logo. Gray out color logo.
Right. And I don't know. I think we may be able to take those colors away and do a gray out. I should ask that guy if that can be done, but I think we can. Once I'm able to get on and help Joey with the store, hopefully I'll be able to figure that out if we can actually gray out the colors so that you're right. If I could just gray it out, then it would pop on a shirt, like the red shirt or whatever. Where are all my logos?
I don't know though. You better look at it grayed out though and see what changes because most of the detail is in the color. So I don't know how that would.
Right.
I don't know what that would look like.
Right. It's kind of not like Fools where, he was able to gray out. He just grayed his whole entire thing. Where in the fuck are those things? I had all my logos here in this email. It's like the dudes. I'm glad I downloaded them. Okay, let me go to download and see if I can find them there.
He says the term is called.
Because I wanted to show you that.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Transparent negative. Yep. Let me see here. Desktop. Was it this one I put them on? Nope, it's the other one. Didn't I? Oh, fuckers. Downloads. Maybe that's where I put it. Okay, here we go. I'm looking to see if it's this one. Oh my gosh, it's taking forever. Not that one. Well, that's weird. It's almost like it's off of my computer. I know I downloaded them. They were. It's the ones with the glass with the legs in upside down. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. The one sticking like out.
It went, though.
It was a wine glass, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually. It's supposed to be a brandy glass, but
right.
Did I? I hope I didn't delete them. And of course, it keeps popping over here to the other screen that I don't want it at. All right, well, I guess I don't get to show you those. I was really hoping to show you the other one that I had considered getting, but ended up changing, just deciding that we were better off to do the flames. But it's kind of weird that I can't find none of those. I know I didn't delete them. I got to tell you the one thing that I did worry about. As I was doing all of this with the logos and stuff, I was worried that downloading what they were sending me, it's like, okay, so now what if I'm downloading something and they can get into my computer? That's the kind of shit I always worry about because I'm just techie enough to get myself in trouble. That's about how much shit I know. So I always worry about shit like that when, they're like, okay, send, I'm sending you this. Now download these. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Am I downloading some kind of spyware onto my computer? Or because like now in these emails, I can't find none of my old logos that he did, the ones with the glass. And I did not. Oh, here we go. I found them. Oh, Mouse disappeared. Okay, I didn't even realize you were gone, Mouse. Damn.
My mic just, I don't know. Tell me my mic disconnected. I hate this mic.
Okay, I'm gonna share. Now I found the ones. Yeah, right here. Okay. So here's the ones with, maybe if it lets me. So here's the one that I almost went with, but I made them change some shit. Like I made them take out the back. If you look right here, you can see the skirt. I did not want the skirt, and I made them change the colors of it.
Yeah.
But now I can't. I don't know where they are. But anyway, so that kind of gives you an idea what the I really liked the brandy glass and that whole thing. I thought it looked really cool, but in reality, I think everybody knows me as with the flames, which is why I ended up probably going with the flames. And they couldn't seem to get the brandy the right color in that glass, and I didn't like the fact that it looked like either wine or Kool-Aid. So I was like, fuck that. So, but like I said, if I could give you any advice on those, that's the one thing that you don't want to do is
Use
have too many colors. Yeah, because when you go to put it on something, whoever's doing it, they're going to charge you for each one of those colors.
And especially if you're using embroidery for that logo,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
gets really complicated and expensive.
Yeah. Flames are great for dark background, bright colors background. Just use your fonts and leave the flames out. Were you talking about the one with the flames behind the legs? I made him remove those flames behind the legs because that just seemed like more confusing shit. So it was like, I don't know why he ever put him there to begin with, but yeah. Well, little by little, we're getting there. It just, who knew that shit could be so complicated?
I know, and it seems so simple to make a logo.
No, I'm like, come on, it's a fucking picture. Put it on a t-shirt. Jesus. Standard practice, right? Yeah, so it's definitely, I've learned a lot from it. I'm sure I've got lots more to learn because I told Jody I'd help him with the store and whatever I can to, because that's a lot of work, man, to keep everybody's shit up. It's hard. Gutter's is the brand, right? Right. Yeah, and see, that's the one thing, like I was talking earlier, it's like, oh, well, do I change that? I mean, that kind of is the brand. If I change Gutter's, I know it takes the, we get to put maybe some morals and shit back into it. But if I do that, that means I change my whole brand, and I just couldn't see doing that. I couldn't. It's like,
I
no.
just got a text from my father.
And he's telling you,
He said, I thought I found the crater, but when I got out there, it was just the swimming pool, and then babes.
I see. Buddy is going to be doing No Strings Attached tonight with Steve.
He is. He and Steve are going to do 2 hours. And then I think after that, they're doing a birthday party for Pink.
Oh. Nice.
So yeah, a lot going on over there tonight too.
I see what you're saying, Arnie. So if you eliminate the flames, Gutter's is the brand. I agree. Right. You're right. The flames is not the brand. The Gutter's is the brand. I agree.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, so it's, I mean, we're learning as we go, that's for sure.
I definitely learned through your journey. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, well, when you think about how much money they want to just do a logo, by all means, if there's a way for people to be able to do it through Canva and it to come out nice on merch, I'm all about it. I mean, I would have never done one if I wouldn't have done merch, but I'm not gonna give out shitty quality anything. I'm not gonna do it. When it comes to something that you're gonna pay for and you have to have in your hands, I want it to be good stuff. So that's why that's probably the number one reason I went with the logo. Cause once like Flatty had bought some of the merch and she was like, no, it's all really good quality stuff that it's on. Like, I see a flame. Like there was one where the flames were starting to kind of, the little tips of them were coming off. And so it's
Yeah.
like, okay, we can't have that. I mean, like I still have my coffee cups that I bought from Top Quality shirts, and they're in mint condition, and they've been washed over and over and over 100 times. Now, I don't have a dishwasher right now, so I wash everything by hand, but I use super hot water, enough to peel the skin right off your hand. So, um, I- I'm pretty certain that those are good quality, and I haven't had any problems with them so far. So, but I just wanted to make sure everything was going to be. I would be really bummed if people was to come back and say, "Yeah, I've had the coffee cup or the shirt for 2 months, and now all the fucking lettering's off of it." That would piss me off.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, and who else do we got? I think Harley Dad's going live tonight too. So I bet that after Buddy and Steve, let's see, Harley, I think he starts up at like, I don't know, 9 o'clock my time, which is my midnight your guys' time. So 22 laws of binge,
Yeah,
right?
he's going. They're doing. Steve and Buddy are playing from 8 to 10, and then at
Mm.
10:15 they're doing the other one. It's
Oh,
the
I
after
see.
the birthday bash.
Yeah, so they'll probably be getting done by the time Harley starts with the birthday bash.
Maybe. Yeah.
Wow, 679 subs. I hadn't even noticed that. That jumped up like last time I looked, I think it was like 664.
679 is what I'm seeing.
Yeah. But last time I looked at it or noticed it, it was like 674. So wow, that's good. I didn't even notice it. I liked my last thumbnail that I did with the girl. She actually was hanging out of her legs were hanging out of the brandy glass. See, this is, if they could have done the brandy like this, in the glass, I would have loved it, but they couldn't seem to get that figured out. See that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta take me off of there. Holy shit. There.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that. I wished that's kind of how I wanted it. Like I wanted red heels though. And I
Yeah.
wanted ice cubes in it. And I didn't want her to have that stupid fucking black garter belt on her. She kind of does look like she's pooping out an ice cube there though.
Maybe if you can swing her a little bit to where her knees are around the edge, kind of hanging down, like relax.
Right. That might have, yep, that might have fixed that whole little pooper she's got going on there. Because it definitely, I mean, if you look at it.
I can't figure out if she's diving, dumping, like what? Like,
What the hell is that? Yes, well, if we definitely please like and subscribe and set the notifications and all those things. We are moving right along with growing the channel. If I'm actually considering taking off the memberships and just leaving the super chats up there, just that way, because when there is those times when people are like, no, we want to send you money, and I gotta tell you, I do hate giving it to Commie too, but That's
Yeah,
kind of
for
how
sure.
people want to do it. Yeah, but I really do. By the time Google and CommonTube get done, you really end up with nothing out of it anyways. And I hate the thought that people, give out their hard-earned money and give it to basically YouTube and Google.
Yeah.
Now you can't undo the poopy eyes, unsee the poopy eyes. I told you, Jazz, it was there. That's just goofy. I don't know why it went like that. I never noticed it till I blew it up real big right there. But I tried to put ice cubes in there with it, but it just kept it. It just didn't want to work. I tried to put it behind it, in front of it, over, and yeah, it just kept messing with it. So I was like, okay, forget the ice cubes. I like the fact that it looks like she splashed into the glass. Like it looks like she literally splashed into it.
Yeah, like she's diving in.
Hmm. Yeah, I do have a buy me a coffee account, and the QR code. You know what I thought about doing was actually making up a QR code and put that on my merch.
You could do that. That'd be a smart idea.
And then Kat's actually the one that came up with that, and that way, then people they take a picture of it and they can go right to your merch store or whatever. Instant in your account, yeah, yep. Boy, Arnie, you know a lot of shit about this, don't you? It's amazing. The thing about it is, what sucks is there's so much to learn with it, but then they change it every day. I mean, every single day. Oh, oh, you are on it, Wolfie. You're so good. Yeah, I never ask for money, but if somebody did want to, I definitely am not. Every time I see like the super chats or anything like that, I have to tell you, it's in the back of my head, my mom going, "You don't ask for money. What the hell are you doing? You ought to be kicked in the ass." I mean, I can literally hear her saying it. I mean, it's like, she gonna beat my ass.
Yeah, but you do in the entertainment world for some reason. I don't know. It's all
I know. It is. I don't really consider entertainment. I just feel it like, like if I went to the coffee shop and we all sat around visiting, they ain't nobody handing me money. So why they handed me it here? You know what I mean? Yeah,
Well,
never ask.
I think if we went to a coffee shop and we were all in there for like 3 hours, we would be extra tipping the restaurant.
Well, the restaurant, but not
But
like if I'm the one.
but the channel is the restaurant. We're either at your restaurant, my restaurant. You know what I'm
True,
saying?
true. That is true.
Because it takes money to run the restaurant for us to sit there for 3 hours.
Oh, so I could interchange the 18 plus QR every 5 minutes. So then it shows the QR code and then it would show the 18 plus. Oh, that's a good idea. I might have to see about that on the top corner of your screen. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big one for QR codes, but my kids use QR as soon as anything that's got a code on it, they're like, "Mom, just use that." I'm like, "Oh, fuck. I don't know how to do that shit." But I should probably learn. I should probably teach Marv too, because it'd probably be easier for him to get around in the world if he could use QR codes.
Mine can't even find his camera. Shoot.
Oh, dude, Marvin can't turn his off with like the swipe on the top of the screen. So what he did was he went into the Verizon store and he made them put it to where he can hang it up by pushing the on off button on the side. So that's how he answers his phone. I'm like, oh Jesus. Okay, well, whatever works for you. I mean, as long as you can answer the phone. Yep, it's business. Keep the emotions out of it. Exactly. Yep, I agree. Speaking of business and emotions, I need coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay.
sunlight's not going to be good for them. And then when it gets cold,
So we lost our big tree, our incense cedar tree. And so Marv has been digging up all of the seedlings that it has dropped. And the last time I heard him count, he was at like 43 trees that he had repotted, seedlings that he had repotted. And there's probably twice that still out there. So he's been putting them in pots to give away to people. Let me tell you what, we're going to have lots of trees. So one might have fallen, but let me tell you what, that tree is actually, we have planted that tree over Idaho. Let's see, it's made it as far as Idaho, and I think he's gave some away that went into Washington too. So we've gave quite a few trees away over the years. It's an incense cedar tree, Wanda. It smells so good, and the wood is just gorgeous. It's just huge too. I don't know if y'all seen my video. Let me see if I can find it. I'll play it for you. I was extremely bummed. It was like my fave. I protected it from everybody. The neighbors were always trying to whack it down. You ain't touching my tree. Back the hell off. But once the limb decided to lay down on our roof, it didn't fall down on our roof, but it did lay down on our roof. We figured it was probably, actually, Marv was like, well, we'll cut the limb and we'll cut that other one off that just died a couple months ago and it should be fine. I'm like, no, I don't want to take any chances. I just didn't want to. I don't want it to fall on somebody's house or fall on somebody. I'm looking for the video. And then I'll show you how cool it was. It was so big and gorgeous. Is this it? I hate it when it won't show me. I'm trying to get there, I swear. Oh my gosh. I post too much shit on Facebook. I hardly even go to Facebook, but I post the shit there from other stuff. Okay, it's gotta be.
That's like my Facebook is like my local news and my family news.
I know I posted that damn thing because kids were bitching. Oh, sure, you don't make videos like that for us for our birthdays or anything, but you make it for that stupid fucking tree. Like, no. Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Okay. There. Present. Okay. All right, here she is. I don't know if you guys can hear. Oh yeah, that was a day she broke. This is when we finally decided to come like 4 days later. That dude was up in that tree for 6 hours straight. And in my life, longer than that. A lot of wood. Such a bummer.
Doggone it.
Yep. It was a bummer. Sean, at first, he's my kid that's probably most like me. He's like, "Oh, Mom, it's just a tree. Come on. Really?" I'm like, "Sean, that's a tree that you got stuck in when Gilligan came and wouldn't let you out." I haven't counted the rings yet, but I will. I will. Before they dig it up, I will definitely, because we're going to take and chew up the stump. But before they do, I will definitely count it. I know it's older than, I want to say it's older than 100, but we'll see here when I actually get a chance. I think when I do, I'm going to blow it off with the leaf blower, and then I'll take a picture of it so that we can actually see the lines really good, and then or the rings really good, and then I'll take a picture or count them and
Yeah.
be able to let you guys know. But yeah, it's an old tree, and it's a super bummer that it's gone, but it's better than it falling on somebody
Yeah, it's better than an insurance claim.
or falling on our houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, we probably could have done an insurance claim with it, but Marvin, he hates to do insurance claims for some reason. I don't know why we pay for insurance. We don't ever use it.
Because everybody's always scared when you make that first claim, then your insurance goes up.
Yep. Yep, that is the truth. Well, what have we done? We've done a little over 2 hours. We've done pretty good.
Yeah.
I always hate making marathons for the Friday ones, though, because I know people have so much shit to get done. It's Friday. They've got, a million things going on. It's like, well, I could stay here for 6 hours, but I know that, plus I know there's other streams that they're going to want to go to tonight. And if they're stuck on my stream all day, then they ain't going to have time to get to those other ones, which, I'm going to be there. So they need to be.
Y'all sit down, shut up, stay right there. Don't move. Don't nobody
That's right.
move.
Don't move. We'll tell you when you can leave. The cat must have been really busy this morning. Usually she comes up and it says hi, but she must have had lots of shit going on.
I haven't heard from her this morning yet, so when I get done, I'll have to call and check on her.
Yeah, I'll bet she's just busy with all of her stuff.
Yeah, I think she's dealing with insurance, honestly.
Oh, probably yuck. See, we didn't call insurance, so we don't have to deal with them. So what did it cost us all outdoors?
No,
Really, it didn't. Wolfie, oops, I moved.
Oh, that was my tail.
Oh, yes. So anyways, I suppose we could get off here and call it a day. I will go get on with my day and get all my stuff done before Everybody hits the YouTube streets this evening because we all know they're going to hit with a vengeance.
I think
all-
it's set to roll all night, all into tomorrow, probably with all of them.
Probably. It's
Between
Friday.
Harley, Dad, and Buddy, and all the
Yep.
other ones.
Yep. Yeah, Oilers will probably be in there at some point. C Flatty's like, all right, we're counting down, darling. We're counting down. C Flatty knows she has to keep me focused. Like, she's like, all right, well, 5. Pay attention, Gutter. We're going 4. See you later, Wanda. I hope you have an awesome Friday.
Yep, you all have a
Friday.
good day. It's been fantastic. Another great coffee club on the books. I guess tomorrow we are at Buddy's. Maybe he'll probably roll into coffee club. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, he'll make Cat do it or something. I'm glad you came up, though, and hung out with me, Mouse. And
Good to be here.
Yeah, I'm surprised
It
we
was
didn't
good
see
to-
AV, though. He must be working or something.
Yeah. Ivy, if you're out there, we're thinking of you.
Yep, always.
Our
And
hearts are with you.
You, Buddy, Cat, TF, everybody, Harley Dad, all you guys. Fly
We'll see
crew.
you next time.
Yep, hairbag. We'll see you later, Mouse. You have a awesome Friday. Thank you, darling. See you later, Flatty, Mishka, Wolfie. Thank you so much for all your posts, keeping everybody in their links. And Arnie, thank you so much. Y'all rock. Who else am I forgetting? If I forget you, it's not that I ain't thinking of you, son, honey, cowboy, Wanda E, P Digits, Joey Foster, Shaz, Kai. I'm trying to remember everybody. Son, honey, Suzanne. She wanted the boobies today. Booby. She gonna be thinking she's getting two. Chief. Anybody else? Ty. I think I got y'all. All right. You all have a fabulous Friday. And we'll see you in the YouTube streets. Make sure you hit that like. Thanks bunches. And we are rolling. I swear we are right now. Let's see the cowboy outro. All right. Love yas.